Durham is, in a lot of ways, it has been a Western boomtown. It started up from almost nothing and exploded into an industrial city almost overnight. Well, there wouldn't be a Durham if there weren't a railroad. The railroad needed a watering stop between Morrisville and Hillsboro, and this just happened to be about the spot where it was midway. And so the railroad executives approached Dr. Bartlett Durham, who had just bought 100 acres, and Dr. Durham agreed to give the railroad 4 acres of land for a station and an easement to go across his property. And so we were named Durham. Durham Station became a place on the map in 1853, and the first train arrived in 1855. Perhaps the reason that Dr. Durham had bought the land and set up his medical practice where he did was that there were two well-known institutions of dubious distinction on either side of him. One was William Pratt. His enterprises at what was called Prattsburg in what is now East Durham, the Edgemont section, and the other was Pinhook out near the 9th Street area. They had grown up along the wagon road that ran between Hillsboro and Raleigh, so there were a lot of freight wagons and stagecoaches going back and forth along that road, and of course they needed places to stop, the equivalent of modern truck stops, and Prattsburg and Pinhook catered to the interests of the drovers going by and offered much to divert them, such as corn whiskey, loose women, cockfights, gambling, and various other diversions. And so it got the reputation for being quite a wild and woolly, Old West kind of place, place to get in a fight, get your eyes gouged, get your pleasures fulfilled. The rough and rowdy reputation is somewhat well earned. It goes back a long way. It's think of it maybe as a little tombstone, not quite as wild and woolly as that, but perhaps a Dodge City without the trail drovers.